If your landing page has a long ass about me section and carousels and email signups and all that bullshit, I'm pretty sure that you hate sales. In this video, I'm going to rank every single element that should be or should not be on your landing page. If by the end of this video you're not deleting half of your landing page, you don't like money. So let's start with this ranking and you will see what I'm talking about. Now, don't get me wrong, the reason why I think I'm suitable to talk about this is because I've been doing this since 2014 and I've seen landing pages convert with less than 3 elements on it, and I've seen landing pages fail with 20 or more. So today, I'm going to rank these things from top to bottom, and by the end of this video, if you see a couple of elements in the S rank and the A rank, you need to use those most, and the rest just simply forget about. The first one on the list is reviews. I would put this on C tier. It is counterproductive. Some of the reviews are okay if you have 2 or 3, that's why I put it at C tier. There's literally no point putting hundreds of reviews on your landing page. So, long story short, it's C tier. Use a couple of them, but not all the time, and not all of them, and not every single one of them. VSLs, S tier, 100%. If you don't use a VSL, which is a video sales letter, by the way, so if you don't have a video on the top of your page, of your landing page, you hate money. I said it. That's it. Nowadays, everybody is using video to sell. So imagine that if you have a YouTube channel just like this one, and people like your YouTube channel, and you actually tell them that, hey, there's a link in the description, and this is how you can work with me, check out the landing page. And the landing page has yet another video that they can watch. You're actually not breaking the cycle. They watch a video and you invite them to watch yet another one. You're not inviting them to read, you invite them to press play yet again. And a VSL is pretty easy to create. You just stick together 90 seconds or 2 minutes worth of content where you explain what's in it for them, how you can solve their problem, and that's it, bang on. Go ahead, click the button and buy my stuff. That's how it works. This is how powerful a VSL is. So go ahead, use a VSL S tier. A hero image or a banner image, I call it hero image. That's F tier. Delete it right here and right now. We had landing pages with my students where all we had to do is just delete the hero image and just put a VSL in its place, and it converted twice as much. That's how useless hero images are. So just delete them. It's F tier. The next one is a logo. It's really important real estate that you are wasting. Nobody cares about your logo, especially in the middle of your landing page on the top where your hero images usually be. No. Delete your logo. Nobody gives a damn. The only reason I can see your logo has anything to do if you have built a brand for the past, I don't know, 5-10 years, and that means something to people, then yeah, maybe you can use it then. And that's the only reason why I'm going to put it at D tier. So if you have a well-established business where the logo means something, or if you've bought a business and then people assume that the logo means something to them, then yeah, put it on the side. But other than that, it's totally useless. So that's why it's D tier. The next one is going to hurt some of you flamboyant people out there who like to brag about yourselves. That's the About Me section. I'm going to put this at D tier. If David Goggins was going to sell a coaching program, I would say, yeah, put an About Me section about David Goggins right in the middle of the landing page. But other than that, if you're not David Goggins, don't put an About Me section in the middle of your landing page. However, if you are David Goggins, then you don't need an introduction. So literally an About Me section is non-existent. Nobody cares about that. At the end of the day, I put it at D tier. I'll leave it to your discretion. But from my point of view, it's not an important stuff. Now, the next one is important because some of you people, especially coming from Instagram, you love this shit, but this is totally shit. It's F tier, carousels. Now, the only direction that somebody needs to move on your landing page is from top to bottom. If you leave a carousel on your landing page, then they move left to right, basically. So you stop the movement that leads to the buy now button right at the bottom. Okay? So leave the carousels on Instagram. That's where they belong, not on your landing page. F tier. This is a common mistake. Links. You don't put any links on your page. You want people to stay on your landing page, and there should be only one button that they should be pressing, and that's the buy now button, okay? If you put links on the top or in the footer, you actually run the risk of people leaving your landing page and not giving you their money, and that's not what you want, okay? So remove all the links from your landing page. That's definitely F tier, 100%. Okay, here's an S tier item. Who is it for and who is it not for? The problem is nowadays everybody validates themselves basically regardless of whether they need a product or don't need a product. They think that it's always a magic pill that's going to sort their problems out at a click of a button. Unfortunately, if you don't tell them that, hey, this is not for you if, They will buy your product and then they will leave you bad reviews or bad word of mouth. And obviously, you want to save yourself the hassle of constant refunds and the bad reviews as well. So just let people know who this is for and who this is not for. This is very crucial. S tier, 100%. Okay, what's in it for me? That's the question that everybody asks when they click on a landing page and they are ready to buy. What's in it for me? Why am I putting my money down? Why am I buying this product? So what they're gonna get is an A tier. You should make it clear right at the beginning, probably right under your VSL, that this is what you're gonna get. If you run a masterclass or something bigger, or a coaching program like $5,000 worth, then you need to explain what they're gonna get, what sort of content they can expect, and what sort of outcome that they can expect. So A tier. Pricing. Definitely S tier. Yeah, all the way up there. Pricing S tier. The reason why I put pricing on every single one of my landing pages is because people hate to be sold and people hate to be guessing. If you want to put it right at the bottom of your page, go ahead, do that. If you want to put it at the top, go ahead, do that. If you want to mention it at your VSL, go ahead, do that. But make sure that you do put your price, the pricing on your landing page. It shouldn't be after pressing a button. It shouldn't be after checking out an email list or after going on a wait list. It should be quite obvious on your landing page how much does it cost. So it's S tier. It's a must. Tiered pricing. Yes, tiered pricing. B tier. It goes to the B tier. The reason why is because I don't particularly like tiered pricing. That's just my personal opinion. And with my students, we don't practice this bullshit. If you have a tiered pricing, that means you have multiple products and you're willing to do everything for money. At the end of the day, you need to make it clear to your clients that this is how you operate, this is how much it costs, and if they don't like it, then they are filtered out and you are working with people who are happy to pay you what you're worth. Used to be $297, euros or pounds, and now it's part of your bonuses. Now that's bullshit. D tier. The only reason why I'm saying it's D tier and not F tier is because you're only allowed to use this tactic in one scenario and one scenario only. If you really can prove that you used to sell this part of your program separately for $297 at some point. Long story cut short, it's D tier. Moving on. Calculators and quizzes and all this bullshit. D tier, 100%. There should be only one way, seriously, only one thing, only one button that people should be pressing and people should be filling out. Their payment information and the buy now button. That's it. So if you give them calculators on a landing page or a quiz or something that they should fill out just to find out where they are in life, whether the product suits them or not. Because if somebody is not certain about their own skills and why they need your product, why do they need a freaking quiz to find it out? That's just so stupid. And calculators are the same thing. Why don't you send them the calculator beforehand in an email and say, if you use my calculator and it turns out that you can make an extra 100K, here's the link to my program and let's make it happen. The reason why I'm saying it's D tier, okay, and not F tier is because sometimes, in very rare cases, it moves the needle. Not so often that I would put this higher in the tier list. So definitely stick with D tier. Moving on. An email sign-up form on your landing page where you're selling your products. Definitely F tier. Seriously, why? I think it's obvious. If you have an email sign up section on your landing page where you're selling your product, remove it immediately. Remove it. Moving on. A pop-up before somebody leaves your page. That's so freaking 2015 that it just hurts talking about it. F tier. Annoying. Leave it. Don't make your future clients angry. Let them leave. They will come back if they want to, okay? And don't use these stupid tactics that, hey, book a free whatever with me before you want to leave. Maybe I can convince you. Why didn't you offer it in the first place? Okay, remove these annoying things immediately. F tier. Okay, let's talk about nicer things. So money back guarantees. Yes, 100%. A tier. You need to offer these, and if you can, obviously make sure that people know about your money back guarantee. Especially if you have a higher ticket item like $8,000-$10,000, a money back guarantee usually pushes people over the edge. But long story cut short, if you can, make sure that you offer a money back guarantee and you state it on your landing page. It's going to work wonders for you. Trust me. This is how people are going to view your landing page. They watch your VSL and then they scroll to the bottom to press the button and see how much it costs. If you can stop them before they do that and you can summarize your offer, what they're gonna get, who is it for, who is it not for, when the thing starts and how much it costs. So if you can summarize that in like 3 to 5 sentences real quick before they press the button, then they don't feel stupid buying something that they have no idea about, and there will be no surprises later. It's a nice touch to summarize the whole page for them right at the end, just in case. Trust me, it works wonders. A tier. A button after each segment. A tier. 100%. Not S tier, because I don't want you to just sprinkle buttons all over the place. But after your VSL, yes. After you told them who's it for, who's it not, yes. Basically, if you give them one option or one opportunity to get to know you and your product better, if they made a decision, they don't have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Now we'll talk about it in a second. Basically, with these buttons, you just shorten the distance between them making a decision and pressing the button. Avoid the scrolling at the end of the day. So definitely A tier. Now, as we talk about buttons, here's a functionality of a button. Whether pressing the button takes them to the bottom of a page where they can read about your scarcity and your call to action, or it should take them to the checkout page immediately. I would say if it takes them to the checkout page right away, where the price is immediately visible anyway, then it's an S tier, because basically they are just one step away from giving you their credit card details and buying your product. There's literally no point getting them to scroll to the bottom of your page and then pressing the button to go to the checkout. If you can shorten the distance from them making the decision and then buying, this is the mantra that you need to tell yourself when you create your landing page. By the way, shorten the distance between them making the decision and buying. So by having a button that takes them to checkout page is always better than having a button that takes them to the bottom of a page. And last but not least, a curriculum. Yes, that's F tier. Nobody cares about your curriculum. You know who you are. Delete it right now, okay? You're just making a big mistake by including that. At the end of the day, I hope you can see it on the screen right now. So to create a successful landing page, you need to include everything from S tier and A tier, and maybe sprinkle in something from B tier. And that's it. That's all you got to do to have a successful landing page. It's coming from a man who's been doing this since 2014. Trust me, that's how it works. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's another video to watch, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.